This is areas of circles. The area of a circle is the product of pi and the square of the radius. So for our formula for area of a circle, we can write pi times radius squared. So let's try to find the area of some of these circles. For this circle, we're being asked to find the area using 22/7 as our approximation for pi. So it would be pi, which is going to be 22/7 times 7 squared, my radius squared. Now, I need to do, according to order of operations, the squared first. So 7 squared is going to give us 49. And in order to do this, I can turn 49 into a fraction by giving it a denominator of 1. I can do some cross-reducing here. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 49 divided by 7 is 7. And on the top there, 22 times 7 is going to give us 154. And on the bottom, 1 times 1 is 1. So the area here is 154 centimeters squared. Well, let's try this one here in the middle. So we're asked to find the area using 3.14 for pi. So for pi, I'm going to put in 3.14. For my radius, it's half of this diameter, or 13. So I'm doing 13 squared. So the first thing I need to do is the squared part. 13 squared is 169. And 3.14 times 169 is going to give us 530.66. So 530.66 inches squared is my area for this circle. For this last one, we don't have a picture. It's just telling us they want us to find the area of a circle with a radius of 6 feet and use the pi button on our calculator. So we'll do the pi button times 6 squared. So we'll do the 6 squared first. So we'll do the pi button times 36. And this is going to give us a long answer. So when it doesn't specifically tell us what to round to, we can round to the nearest tenth. But here it is telling us round to the nearest tenth. So this is going to be approximately worth 113.1 feet squared. Let's say we want to find the distance of a monster truck wheel as it travels when the tires make a 360-degree rotation. Which would best describe this distance? So here's our monster truck wheel, and we want to know when this monster truck is traveling and the tire is making a 360, a full circle rotation, what best describes the distance? Well, as it rotates, and as we find that distance, it's rotating along the outside edge of the tire. So if I want the measurement of this outside edge, if this distance actually wrapped around my tire here, we would call that the circumference. So the best measure to find the distance a tire travels when it rotates 360 degrees is going to be C, the circumference of the tire. The diameter, the radius, and the area don't really affect the distance traveled. We're going along the outside of the tire, and that is circumference. Let's find the area of this semicircular orchestra pit here. So we have the stage, and the orchestra pit is 30 feet long and comes out from the stage in a semicircular shape. So if we want to find the area of a circle, we're doing area equals pi times radius squared. Now if I want a semicircle or half of a circle, the area for a semicircle is going to be pi times radius squared, but we're going to at the end divide it by 2 because we only want half of the circle. So in this case, the radius of that orchestra pit is going to be half of 30 feet or 15 feet. So we're going to find our area for this semicircle, we're going to do pi times 15 squared, all divided by 2. So the very first thing we have to do is the 15 squared. So 15 times 15 is going to give us 225. And then pi times 225 divided by 2 is going to approximately, we'll round to the nearest tenth, give us about 353.4, and it's going to be feet squared.